They'll send a receiver here in motion right. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. Down to the 10. Touchdown.
Thank you, Ro.
Dotson. 7.
All right. It's 71. Thanks, Ro.
Going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. But it's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
In the game, maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run.
Now Carr.
Oh, man.
To Shaheed.
Down early in this game.
Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. And he'll just
play. Running.
Here's Carr. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to be a yard short. Been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's brought down.
Not today, bro.
Do anything with a line. This Philly offense set to go. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way.
Yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. On the end around, here comes Smith. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Hurts. And he is caught. And he's got this down to the 30.
Got a bite of it.
First talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 37 yards. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes. Field ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this... Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau.
Like this, it's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making it.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. They're there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, They've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And this will be incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And a good push there defensively is down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing is Hurts. Going right back to Dotson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that'll be
where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown at the 40. On the counter, here's Williams. And he can only manage to get a 42-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Yeah, power.
Drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 73. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles open the lead up. So the numbers are here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get
2nd and 10.
Right now.
To throw, it's Carr. There's Chris Olave. And they get him down. On play action, it's Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
I'm showing you.
Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release. As this
Let's just see it from my bad. Come out that shotgun. Come out that shotgun, brother. Come out that shotgun, brother. They ain't doing something. They ain't doing something, bro. They ain't doing something. Come out that shotgun, bro.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense. Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
Carr now to throw. And the timing of
Spinning out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up. Reading these passes, stepping in those lanes and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. Touchdown!
It was that play right there, Miller.
Dotson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone.
What formation you in?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is
second down. Kamara up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line.
He got it. I'm gonna play till he quit.
Carr gonna throw. And now here is another interception. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Dude.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before
there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Great, set.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw right side can be started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. I'll be together here in the second half.
Well, still in the third quarter here. That deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Yeah, he's going to get
on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, it's Kamara again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken it
back and giving him a run-pass option.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there.
Open hole to complete that pass.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down.
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes. It's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And a lane slow and material
part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
You got the good playbook to himself, bro.
This has been a tough one for him, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of football. And one thing that's really
he got all the good playbooks to himself.
Issues keeping the football in their possession. Recommends on a second down and 17. To throw his Carr. And my goodness, another interception.
Man, lucky I seen that at the switch side.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The number
yes, if I wouldn't. Yeah.
He'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just
sometimes when you look at and see how they lined up, you gotta like depending on what play you pick, you gotta switch. You gotta switch sides because you might got
2001 to throw 7 picks.
A safety coming up.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Dotson, and he's got. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, damn.
Zone, but that's going to wind up
and force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone.
To him in this game.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles' decision to go for it. So that is going to tie.
I ain't want to waste a possession, bro. That's that was a good possession. I ain't like just patiently just wait for one of your receivers to get open.
That they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first.
Clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And to the 42. Again, it's Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there.
Having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively.
Because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then
the ball too fast. Gotta see what I was doing.
Now Carr.
Oh.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Last drive there, he hits the reliable target. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll go down here. And
he got
still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he is met at the line of scrimmage.
You come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's going to get this to the 30.
Yeah.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback.
A nice interception to get you out, get you good right there.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but
here it come right here. Here it come.
And the scoreboard just lops up.
Bring the juice, Rob. Bring the juice. Bring the juice, Rob.
It's Dotson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They go play action with Hurts.
There you go.
To the right side and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Shifts past him at the 45.
They finally got me.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And nothing much.
Stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Carr. And he'll be
from the other.
Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he shut it down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. His pass caught at the 4.
Okay.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's across for
There
the
you go, Ron.
touchdown. Too little, too
He on the
late.
board.
But
He
does
on the
get in
board.
for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
Yeah, I thought she was running.
So they figure to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as this Philly offense set to go. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
Now, to watch what we're watching right now, let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game well decided a long time ago.
Devin. Throwing is Hurts. For their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second
reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw, it's Carr. Olave over the middle. Throwing now is Carr. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interception.
Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Slant pass complete to Olave.
Themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's tackled a yard short of the yardage there, right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright. I love that description because Diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the ball.
They say to talk about it, you gotta be about it.
Here's Williams. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I mean, you can play around. You can share your screen.
Blitz coming.